Hey guys, so this is another still good video. This time is for Wanda. And some people have asked me this question actually, because her being so slow with her ability does make you ask yourself that question. So we're gonna go straight to that real quick here. So she's pretty much the only hero in the entire game that's very slow. So if you've used her, you'll understand how slow she is, especially if she's not an anti-team. But her ability is pure damage. Check this out, 1,284,000 damage in 12 hits. So if that is completely pure damage, if there's nothing preventing that damage from going in, that's pretty much the hardest hitter in the game, if you can believe it. Single target hitter. As long as nobody's preventing these. So let's check her awakenings as a refresher. So if you're wondering if you should get her +1, her +1 is pretty darn good. Because when she goes off, she'll get a 25% crit chance right off the bat. And when she actually does activate, it does count as 25%. So when you shoot, the damage that she's gonna do, it is 25% crit chance. Then her awakening 2 is 6% and 10% crit, so that's gonna help you out. Her third one is gonna help her out a lot with survivability. So restores HP equal to to 5% of HP when launching a critical hit. So that's gonna help her survive a lot, especially if you give her a crit weapon. Then the fourth one is the second one. And the fifth one this one is interesting because versus bosses, this is gonna be really relevant because the fight is gonna drag on a lot. In PvP, it is a little bit relevant, not too relevant, because fights are not gonna drag off so much. So when the fight actually ends, you're gonna end up like with 8%, maybe 10-12%. While if you fight it in a boss fight, you're going to get really close to almost 50. So not so much for PvP, but very good for PvE for sure. Alright, so some things that you need to know is that she does thrive a lot with crit weapons. For example, with Palmyra's weapon, Light of Ares. And in some fights when you need her to be really quick, you can add in Gara's weapon over here. That'll give her 3 stacks, which is 130, I think it's percent of mana gain. In the past this was bugged, but I think they fixed it. They put it only 3 stacks. And then if you really want to protect her, you can give her Reggie's weapon. That'll help her survive more for sure. And to do nice damage, you can also give her Guardian Tower, which is pretty nice for sure. I also like to give her this weapon. That's not sure. Well, anyhow, this weapon, which is Soul of the Puppet, which is Sigmund's weapon. So the actual crit that she actually does, she's gonna get 95% crit damage. So I've tested this and it's pretty good, pretty darn good. So a lot of options for weapons for her. So she, in the part of weapons, she's really complex in that part. So the big question: is she still good or not? Well, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that since she does 12 hits, in this case, if you're fighting a team that has Thor, every single one of these hits, it's pretty much going to create another shield. So if you go off with Wanda, before you would straight off murder a hero, but now with Thor, every single hit, which is 12 times, is going to create a shield. So she's gonna hit 12 times, but the enemy's gonna create shields 12 times as well. So she's gonna be less effective than before. That is the bad news. However, the good news is that with the new hero Jakul, there is a very nice combo with her and him. That you first use Jakul and you break the shield, because most of the time you're gonna have a big shield to actually break in. To break that shield and then bring in Wanda, because Wanda thrives with crit. So any hero that crits is not gonna crit if the hero is shielded. So with Jakul, that really helps out her a lot. However, I'm going to show you some footage of her fighting against Percy, and you're going to see every single hit that she hits him, she's going to Percy is going to create a shield with Thor's ability. As you can see, because of that, that does cause a lot more problems for Wanda to do more damage. However, imagine not having any shield from the beginning and then pushing that damage in. So one option you have is to try to kill Thor as much as possible, but once he dies, you have to wait 3 turns. So you got to make a decision. You kill the hero that you actually want to kill first, and then kill Thor, or vice versa. So yeah, that's definitely a weakness that Wanda has with Thor now. But she is still powerful. She still does incredible amounts of damage, and you are still able to use her on the attack in PvP and wars and arena and things like that. Especially with Jakul. I've tested it. It's a really powerful combination. All right. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.